Let's go through this. I'm probably going to be really wrong on a lot of these because, I mean, I did get to play it, but realistically, things are going to change, first of all, because they're probably not even going to release these as is. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty bad at estimating stuff, but that's the fun of it. And I'll try to be a little bit more decisive in what I'm doing, because most of the time I went with a neutral path. I'll try to say whether I'll be more polarized, I guess. Guff. First of all, this hero is terrible. This hero has been terrible for a long time. I think his buddy is, and it's a tier 4 buddy, so it has to be pretty good. Refresh Bob's Tavern with a minion of each tavern tier. So when you get this, you would get a 6-drop, but you wouldn't get this until about turn 7, I believe? Or is it 6? Turn 7 or 6? It's terrible. I don't think you're going to get enough tempo because you still have to buy the unit in the shop. And this unit is pretty irrelevant because it's a 3/6 at that phase of the game. So I would rate that this hero... Well, this hero is a 1 already, like a 0. Wait, is 1 good or bad? 1 is bad. This hero is a 1. This buddy is a 1. Together, they are a 1. Battle Cry. Refresh your hero power. Tier 4. So you wouldn't get this until about turn 6 or 7, right? So I talked to the dev, and he said that this was the most broken one. And I believe it. You get an extra turn. You know, like Time Warp in regular Hearthstone? This is literally another turn, right? Because you get all your gold back. And you wouldn't use your hero power before turn 7 anyways. And also, you get 2 more as the game progresses when it gets to the very end version. So I think this hero is probably nuts. This hero was already like... I'll use a rating system of 1 out of 5, and 5 being the best. This hero was already like a 3, or like... And this buddy is a 5 for sure. So he's probably going to be one of the best heroes. Isn't Galliwix just better? The thing about Galliwix is you have to invest your money in buying units, otherwise you don't get the money back. Whereas you don't have you can freely invest where you want. So Galliwix has an issue of being able to level up and having those burst turns. Also, you need tokens in the lobby. This is a little bit more flexible. We got the little kitty cat, who was completely unplayable in my opinion. He was like a 2, maybe a 1.5 in my minds. And we have little KT as his buddy. At the start of your turn, get a plain minion from your lowest health opponent's warband. It's like a 2-star, so you get this around turn 5 or 4, right? It's like 5-ish. Get a plain minion. You don't get to discover it. And it can't be the golden version, because the cat can get the good thing about the cat is when you discover it, you can get the gold version. So you get a plain minion, lowest health opponent's warband. You get this around turn 5. It's pretty good. It's like a milker. It's added to your hand. Yeah, it's added to your hands. I can't tell if this is insane or just good. It's definitely at least good, but I can't tell if it's like broken. It feels like it's really, really good. You're probably staying low level. You're probably staying low level with cat anyways. So can you get enough tempo off this to stabilize when other buddies are coming in? This is definitely good though. I would rate this like a 4, just as the buddy independently. I would say it's very strong. It's just the stat line is so bad and you can't buff it, and then you're stuck with a 5/2 on board, and you're going to be adding minions to your hand that are like kind of bad. Like, you don't want to run this. It dies to an Acolyte of Cthulhu. Like, literally, it gets 2-for-1s. Okay, Hooktusk. Hooktusk is a 5. Trash for Treasure offers 3 options instead of 2. I think this card is terrible. So the issue with these 2-star things are offering more options. By the time you get it, you don't really need more discovers because you will probably already have your triple already. And you don't really want to be hero powering higher tier things because it's pretty unlikely that you're gonna hit what you want. Later on in the game, you're not gonna be able to keep this because it has to be on board for the effect to work. So you don't really want a vanilla 5/3 on board when you're playing Hooktusk. I would give it like a 2 or a 1. So it's pretty good to balance her, I guess, because she was pretty broken. But I think this is one of the worst buddies. It's just a free 5/3 with 1 bonus gold. Okay, but you can't think of it in terms of like, oh, she's getting stronger because she gets a free 5/3 with 1 extra gold, because everybody is getting a free unit with 1 extra gold. Except their units are way, way better. Okay, we got Lich. Unearthed Underling. Whenever your hero would take damage, this minion gains 2/2 instead. So Lich was already a really good hero, but that was only because of the armor system. I don't know. The armor system's not in immediately. Once the armor system is back, maybe she'll be good. So it doesn't hurt you and buffs you now. Nuts. Also works with Jesse. Whenever your hero would take damage. Oh, it does work with Jesse. That is true. This means you can't lose HP even if you lose a fight? No. Because it has to be on board, so if you lose the fight, it's not on your board anymore. So let's say you get this turn 6. It's like a floating watcher, but you can't triple it yet. You're playing a floating watcher that doesn't have the demon tag for free. I just don't think this is that good, honestly. Like, okay, so this hero with armor is like a 4, by the way, in my opinion, because the armor is so high, you offset it, and then you're basically like an Omu with more flexibility. You don't take damage, it's insane. I mean, compared to the other buddies, though, is it really that insane? You don't really want to be playing Jesse early. If you're playing Jesse, you're just going to get outscaled later. Like, it's good. It's not insane, though. You take damage for the first 6 turns, so don't die before then. The meta will be more tempo-oriented, so I think it has potential. Yeah, the meta will be more tempo-oriented. You're not wrong. But also, whenever I played in that tournament, it felt like a lot of people played for tempo, but were still able to get to late game. She has no way to get to late game. Like, she can win the early game, but there's no way she's going to get to Tavern 6 if she's trying to utilize this. I would say it's a 3. I honestly just don't really see it that well. I think it's fine. This hero, Barrow's Apprentice. After you play gold coin, gain 1 gold this turn only. So you get an extra gold. Your gold counts as 2, and it's a 2-star. This is absurdly broken. He's like a 4.5 in my mind, or a 5. He's like the best, one of the best heroes. And this literally doubles his strength, and it's a tier 2. So if they keep this the way it is, he will be the best hero. Almost no doubt in my mind, he will be the best hero. It needs to be like tier 3, tier 4 at least. Just win the bet. It doesn't, I mean, even if you only like win half your bets, the amount of potential you get is insane. Even a tie would give you gold. Oh, true. That's insane. Yeah, even ties are good. I mean, he's gonna be nuts. Senior Tomb Diver. Tome Diver. Is it Tomb or Tome? It's Tomb, right? It says, make Death Rattle, make your rightmost minion golden. So it happens in combat, so it wouldn't last multiple times. So, and it's tribeless. So it's terrible. Terragosa? Yeah, I guess. Because you could Terragosa with it. It works with Avenge? Yeah, it does work with Avenge. That is a consideration. Okay, when you golden a milk unit, does it reset the counter on it? It does, right? Wouldn't this be like Tony? No. Tony makes it actually golden, I think. Macaw, Rivendare, and then you're right, most many dies, so you can get the golden. Tony says permanently, yeah. This is definitely not permanent. But does turning a unit golden reset the Avenge counter? I think it does, right? Because for Tony it resets the Avenge counter, so it should. Anyways, I would say Reno is like a 3.5 hero right now, maybe a 4. And that's in my mind, by the way. These rankings are completely just me in the meta that we're currently in. I'd say he's a 3.5, 4. I would say that this buddy is terrible, and I would say it's like a 1.5, a 1. I think it's okay in niche situations, but realistically, if you're milking something, like let's say you triple into a matron, and then you have the senior tome diver, why wouldn't you just triple the matron? Why wouldn't you just hero power the matron? You win already. So what's the point of this? You're gonna golden the thing that's a win condition anyways, and you can't really play for tempo, so it seems pretty bad. All right, this one. Death's Head Sage. After you gain a blood gem, gain an extra one. So I actually got to play this hero. First of all, this hero, I think he's pretty bad. I would say he's like a 2.5 right now, or a 3. Maybe a 2.5, probably just a solid 2.5. He's not very good. He's not the absolute worst. He's just not that good. He's like a bad Omu, and Omu right now is pretty bad. All right, Death's Head Sage is his ability. After you gain a blood gem, gain an extra one. It's tier 3, so you'd be getting it around 5-6, right? Is what we said, or is this 5-6, right? I don't think you ever get it turn 5, right? It's 6-7. It's definitely 6-7. 3 is 6-7. Okay. After you gain a blood gem, gain an extra one. Honestly, I think this thing has a lot of potential. Okay, so let's say, you know how a lot of times you're playing Gem Splitter and you're like, my hand isn't even full. I'm getting like 2 gems a turn. You'd be getting double, right? The problem is you have to run this bad minion, but it is a Quillbore, so at least it's tagged. I'd say it's like a 3.5, buddy. I know those are very neutral ratings, or that's a very neutral rating, but I would say it's not broken, and I would say it's not bad. It's definitely not bad, but it's definitely not broken either. It definitely increases his strength as a hero. I'll say that. Before, he's a worse hero, but he will be better because of this. We also have a full blood gem with gem splitter. Okay, so if you have a full hand of you can have a full hand of gem splitters and you're not getting value from this, but you also get double the gems from literally every source you're playing. So if you have like a brand Thorncaller, you get 4 gems. If you buy a Victor, what is that called? Sunbacon Relaxer, it gives you 4 gems, which is a ton. Flat Tusk, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to utilize this a little more, and the tag isn't bad, so, like, realistically, you can just, like, you know, Quillbore is a fine tag. Is it a fine tag? It's okay. It doesn't really make a difference because you're buffing other things. Maybe the tag is irrelevant. Either way. Alright, we got a little frog. Sparkfin Soothsayer. It's a Murloc, and it's a 7/5, so it is a Murloc, which is nice. Battlecry transform minions in Bob's Tavern into Murlocs of the same Tavern tier. So the issue with Flurgl right now I would say is like a 3.5, 3. I actually don't think he's that good. He's only good in lobbies without mechs because you can kind of just win if you get poison. And he doesn't have armor. The problem with Flurgl is the early game, and this doesn't help your early game, and you're going to be losing every fight early. And it's a tier 4 unit. And you already have the late game, so this is a terrible unit. This is literally unplayable. The most garbage thing I've ever seen. It's a free Hamel. It doesn't matter. You're struggling to get to that point. Once you get to that point, you already have infinite Murlocs. It doesn't matter. Like, this is absolutely terrible. So you could guarantee, like, what? 2 Primal Fins generally? Let's say you power level to 4. You're not dead and you get this buddy somehow with all these other buddies giving other people tempo. And you're able to get 2 or 3 Primal Fins? Is that enough? 4 is only Primal Fins? Yeah, 4 is only Primal Fins. I still don't think it's enough. Hold him to Tavern 6? How are you getting to Tavern 6 with this guy? I don't know about you, whenever I play this hero, I'm at like 20 health, scraping by. Losing every fight. Like, there is no way. I would say that he's going to be a lot worse. And I would say that this is a bad unit. And I would say this is like a 2. And I might be very wrong, but that's the fun of it. So Toki. Battlecry, discover a minion from a higher Tavern tier. To level 3, it's a discover effect and it's on a mech. Toki, in my mind, is like a 2. She's pretty bad. Maybe a 1 point... No, she's like a 1.5. She's really bad. I never pick her. It's a free golden minion. Yeah, it's a free triple. Discover a minion from a higher Tavern tier. Alright, so her buddy... How would I rate her buddy? Let me think about this. Discover a minion from a higher... So it is literally just a triple. Except you don't get a good unit with it. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's just... The issue I have with her is she has no tempo tools early. So you're just gonna get, like, destroyed early. Like, that's the issue with her. Every time I play her, I'm dead. It doesn't matter. Even if I hit good units, I'm dead. So... How are you going to be able to, like, get your buddy quickly? I guess you don't get it quickly. I guess you get it late. So this is what? This buddy is 6/7, so you'll probably get it turn 7. I mean, without armor, I think this is, like, nearly unplayable. Maybe not unplayable. It's a decent buddy. It definitely improves her. I would say this buddy's, like... It's so neutral, man. It's like a 3. But she's, like, a 1.5, so it definitely bumps her up. But it's still not good enough, in my opinion. You can get tier 6 unit on turn... You can get tier 6 unit with this on T3-4. Is this any tier that's higher? It's worded poorly, yeah. Anyways. Titanic Guardian. Whenever a different friendly minion gains health, this gains health too. Damn, it's tribeless. Otherwise, this would be so good. It's a 3. I feel like if this was a 2, it'd be really good. It's whenever any minion gains, any different minion gains health, right? So it works with, like, Mugs. It works with, like, Jesse. It works with literally anything, right? That's not that bad. The problem is, it only has 6 attack. And I don't know how you're getting that more. It's a free Battle Master, yeah. I think it gives you tempo, but, like, how are you... Like, you already have tempo with your hero power. So you'll win fights, but it seems kind of worthless. I would say this hero is terrible. I would give it a 1. I think this hero is completely unplayable because you have problems with the late game and your early game advantage isn't good enough. I would say this buddy is really bad because it's tribeless and you can't buff it except for blood gems. And while you might be winning the early game, it's going to be hard to even get top 4 with it. So I'd give this buddy like a 2. So it does slightly improve him, but he's still the most garbage thing I've ever seen. Okay, Alextraza. So how would I rate Alextraza currently? These ratings are kind of with armor, I guess. So Alex gets a good amount of armor. She's like a 1. It's like a 1.5. 1.5. I'll give her a 1.5. Also, they did buff. They are gonna buff Alex, right? Didn't they say that she can? They're gonna like she has reduced odds for level 6, but now they're making it like even. So maybe she'll be a little better. Anyways, we have a dragon. Alextraza, add a random dragon of your tavern tier to your hand. It's a battle cry though, so you only can do it once. This thing seems bad, and I think the hero is bad. This would be okay if your hero was better. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I would say this is terrible. This is a 1.5, maybe a 1. They can be 1s together. It's terrible. Bran, yeah, I mean, Bran is very good with a lot of these buddies, but like, how are you getting to a Bran from with an Alextraza to the point where you can use it for the buddy to get 2 dragons? Like, that's not gonna win you the game. Maybe the increased odds help her, but I don't see how you're getting to 5, and I don't really see, like, this could give you a Razorgore or a Mrrgglton, right? Patchwork. Patchwork is an okay hero. I give him like a 2, 2.5, somewhere around there. Just because he's decent at placing higher, because he has so much health. Maybe he's like a 2. He's like a 2 for me. I don't like picking him. Look, my issue with Patchwork is if you're playing Patchwork, you might as well pick a hero that has more power on board because you save that health anyways. So let's say I pick a hero that, like a Rat King even. I would never pick Rat King, I'm just giving a random example. A Rat King would give your minions +2/+2. You don't lose that early fight, right? So you're saving the health regardless of the situation, and you have board strength. His buddy is a wee abomination. I believe this is someone who watches anime too much. Yeah, the battle cry is give a minion +1 health for each health your hero is missing. So it does work with Bran. So it's basically just a battle master, right? A battle master you can give away. You can give the health to. All these health buddies are useless for poison meta, dongs, etc. Yep, I agree. No tribe, but this thing can give it away, so it doesn't matter if there's a tribe or not. I mean, it does, but it doesn't really. You'd probably hold this until you take a lot of damage. And honestly, you can control how much damage you take with Patchwork because they have the 15 damage cap, so you can take a lot. Brad's sick, thank you for the 18 months. So realistically, you could just like sack your health and try to go for a Bran, because you could actually get to tier 5 with Patchwork, right? Or tier 4 and triple. But what are you buffing with this thing? A Spore? Is that really good enough to justify this thing? It's like fine, it's just not good. Trickster? Ooh, a Trickster. Not bad. 191 Spore isn't bad. Yeah, but if that's your entire like hero power and hero's purpose, it's not that great. I would say that this is a 2.5, buddy. I don't think it's very good. Actually, I'll change it to a 3 just because Trickster. And I'm in love with Trickster right now. So I think Trickster makes it stronger. So I'll give it a 3. It's just that there's too much poison. There's gonna be a lot of poison. So this is like so worthless. And if it's your win condition, it's not a very solid one, you know? We got Millhouse. After you buy a minion, add one of the same tavern tier to Bob's Tavern. So Millhouse is already like a... He was actually a little weaker this meta because it was kind of an avenged meta. And he usually wants like 1 win condition on 5 or 6 and then he's good. So Millhouse is like a 4 right now. Maybe a 4.5. Probably a 4.5. I actually like him more than that, but yeah. Especially with elementals in. Anyways, after you buy a minion, this is broken. If it's a 2-star minion, you get it so early, you could even be level 1 and play it. And then after you buy a minion, you literally don't have to refresh, right? You can just buy. This is absolutely broken. I don't understand why it's 2-star. It should be 4-star. It should be 3-star. It's a 5 for sure. 6 to 7 to 10, whatever. It's really strong. Anyways. Tamsin. I haven't gotten to play with the new Tamsin very much, and I've seen boards where it's like you get the dragon and you buff it up and you can buff your whole board. But I think that this is still a terrible hero. And let's look at the buddy. I haven't even seen this buddy ever. After friendly minion dies, gain its attack. It's a 0/12 that's tribeless. It's good for tempo, but it's never going to help you win the game. So it seems terrible. And you have to hero power. The thing is, this is essentially just a poison minion. After a friendly minion dies, it's after any friendly minion dies. So you have a poison. It's basically like a free spore that you have to position at the end. So it was a free spore with 12 health, decent. Not bad, but the hero is so bad that the buddy is not making up for it. I would say the buddy is like a 2. I'd say the hero is like a 1. Alright, so this hero is unplayable. This is like the worst hero they've ever printed in the game. It's never been good. 1 for her. And Captain Fairmount, at the end of your turn, give 3 random friendly minions +1/+1. So this is like a light thing with a better stat line. At the end of your turn, give 3 random friendly minions +1/+1. You would get this what turn? And it's tribeless. Ooh, they need to make tribes for it. This is a tier 3, so you get this at 6/7. It's really bad. This hero is terrible. This is a 1. This is a 1. Goodbye. Omu. Omu isn't very good right now. I think that because of the armor system, he got 0 armor, and then everyone else got armor. And also, it's like milk meta, so you don't really want to be power leveling. You want to like have units on board and then triple into things. So Omu is pretty bad right now. I would give him a 3 in the current meta with armor. Evergreen Botani. Botany? I was like botany, but it's okay. I get it. At the end of your turn, add a random minion of your tavern tier to your hands. Okay, this is insane. What? Isn't this nuts? It's a 7/6? Wait, this is really good. It's tribeless, but it's like, it's tier 4. Yeah, it's tier 4, but like, you get this like what turn? You don't have. Okay, first of all, you don't have to power level with Omu. In fact, the way I play Omu right now is I stay on 1 until like 6 gold, is it, or 7? I usually play like Reform Curve or Warrior Curve with them. So you get this like turn. You get this turn 7 or 8. By that time, you can get to level 5. You could do it for 3 turns at most. Honestly, it just seems good. I think that this is like a 4, maybe a 4.5, probably 4.5. I think it's really good. I'd give this a 4.5 because with Omu you could stay low level. You don't have to go crazy. So I'd say this is close to like being a really really good one. 4.5, and Omu is like a 3 right now. Without when no one has armor, I think he'll be a little better. But the thing is, Avenge doesn't really work with him that well because you're basically playing at the same pace as everyone else. Where's Diablo's buddy? Oh god. Diablo doesn't get a buddy. Diablo has no buddies. He returned to hell. Alright, so Eudora. At the end of your turn, give a random friendly golden minion +5/+5, and it is a pirate. Eudora right now is like a 2. 2.5. Probably 2.5. She's actually more playable recently because you can just discover into a 4. You could try to get this and like get a Tony and like live the dream, you know? You get a Tony and then you can golden a Sticky Toe and then Sticky Toe can buff all your goldens and then it's like super fun. But realistically, how many times is that going to happen? And how many times do you hero power it and you get like the worst minion? You get like a micro mummy off your hero power and then you miss on your triple and you're incredibly sad. And then you get an 8th. I feel like that happens more often than not. So you could, like, it's a fun hero, yeah, but anyways, I don't think it's very good. You usually miss on this hero. This buddy is okay. It's like, it was actually fine. It's a 10/10 the turn you play it, which is pretty nice, and it scales every single turn. The issue is you need to find another triple that you can buff, and it needs to be a relevant triple. Like Trickster is decent to buff, like anything like that, but the problem is a lot of times you get garbage. I would rate this buddy like a 2.5. It's pretty bad. It's about on par with the hero. It's only bad because the hero is bad. If it was a different hero, it would be okay. But like the hero itself is just too random. Okay. So wow, is that like his wife? Crimson Hand Centurion. She looks cool. I like the armor. All right, so Kael'thas is terrible. He is almost unplayable. He is very unplayable. Does he get +2/+2 or +3/+3 for his orbs? I don't even know. I literally haven't picked him in like 4 months, I think. 2/2. Yeah, he's awful. But let's go to the hero. It says after Verdant Spheres triggers, give your hand and board 1/1. And it's a 7/5, and it buffs herself, right? Because it triggers and it buffs your entire board, and basically you want tokens so you can get cheap level ups, or you just want pirates, right? Pirates, immediately you go to pirates, you get a Hogger, and the game's over. But the thing is, it's tier 4, and you also have to play Kael'thas. So I think together they are unplayable. I think it's unplayable, yeah. If it was like a tier 3, maybe it would be more playable. I mean, of course it'd be more playable, but it would be better. But yeah, I mean, this hero is terrible. This is like a 1 hero. This honestly isn't bad. It's like a 3, 2.5. But no, not a 3. It's not a 3. It's like a 2.5 probably. A 2, 2.5, somewhere in there. But like, there's no way you make this work with this. It's just not good. Are George and Carl brothers? Or are they like friends? What's the lore behind this? They're lovers? Oh, are they? Whatever they are. George is incredibly good with Quillboardsson. It's really dependent on what tribes are in with George, but if Quillboards are in, he's playable, and he's like a 4. I would say. He's very good. Carl, apparently he's lost. After you use your hero power, give your Divine Shield minions +2 attack. Wait, that's permanent, right? Because it's out of combat? And you can hero power the shop minions now. That's pretty good. I would say this is decent. I would say it's like a 4. I don't think it's actually insane, because you're not gonna have that many Divine Shield minions. But by the time you get this, you're gonna start Divine Shielding things, and it's just free value, right? Like, you're getting a hero power +2 attack. Your hero power is so good that like, and it's hard. It's gonna be hard for people to run ghouls if they're also running their buddies, because they're gonna have less board space. So they're gonna be like, I don't want this ghoul. I have a buddy. I'm gonna abuse this buddy. It's good. Not the most insane thing, but good. I'd say it's like a 3.5. It's a little worse than him, but it's like fine. Like, it's around the time you want to start hero powering things, and it's like +2 attack, and it can scale more. It's fine. All right, AFK. I would say she is a 1 right now. She's like one of the worst heroes. There's a lot of bad heroes in the game, aren't there? Anyways, she's like a 1. She's awful. She's terrible. I never pick her, and I never want to pick her. Snack Vendor. At the end of your turn, give your Tavern tier 3 minions 1/1. Okay, real question. Do you think this would be better if it was a 3-drop itself, so it could buff itself? Or do you like it as a 2-drop, so you can get it earlier? Either way, it is completely terrible, and I don't know what they were thinking with this. They could have given this to you for free. Actually, if they gave it to you for free, maybe it was worth it. But this is terrible. This is like a 1. Terrible. Let's move on. Yashara. I think Yashara is a very bad hero right now. Yeah, he's not even fun for me. Power leveling got kind of bad once the Avenge stuff came out, so he was okay whenever you could like power level, sell level hero power, and just cycle your minions, but yeah, he's pretty bad. I'd give him like a 2. I really don't like playing him, and I don't think he's very good. Whenever you summon a minion of your current Tavern tier, give it +4/+4. It is a 6/6, which is very, very good stat line. Whenever you summon a minion of your current Tavern tier, give it +4/+4. It's 3-star, so you get it around turn 6-7. You'd be level 3-4. Honestly, it is a lot of tempo. Yeah, it's like a baby mama bear. Honestly, it's pretty okay. The stat line is decent on it. You could try to power level to 4, and then pray you finish your quest, and then summon a bunch of 4-drops with it. A Hydra, let's see, if you buy a Hydra, it'd be a 6/8. And it's still probably not good enough. I know it's a lot of tempo, but it still seems bad to me. I'm gonna give this a 2.5. I think it's better than the hero. Maybe it's a 3, but I just don't see, like, I see the amount of tempo you would get, but it doesn't really work in the same way Mama Bear does. And realistically, a lot of times with Yashara, I don't even want a hero power, and I don't really, I'm trying to go for a more cohesive comp than just like +4/+4, you know? Mukla. Crazed Monkey. After you feed a minion a banana, give it +1/+1. The minion you are buffing gets more stats, so it's increasing the banana potential, right? Okay, I actually think that this is very good. I think Mukla is a little bit underrated just because Trickster is so strong right now. And there's like a lot of things on tier 1 you can do to help your hero power. Like, if there's dragons in, you can buff the 1/3. If there's Trickster in, you can buff it. If there's Mecha in, you can buff the Divine Shield. There's a lot of things to use your hero power on. This is a tier 2 thing. First of all, the rating I give Mukla is like a 3. Maybe a 2.5. He's pretty bad, but he's not like the worst. It just depends what tribes are in. He's like a 3, yeah. But the monkey is very good because it's going to give you so much tempo. It literally doubles your hero power, and you can also hold bananas in your hand if you want to. Like, you play enough to win the fight, but you hold bananas in your hand and you go crazy with the monkey. That's why it's called Crazy Monkey. And it's a beast. Yeah, it has a tag. It's not that relevant. Very good. I think this is like a 4 or 4.5. 4.5. This is insane. The combo together will be very, very good. I think that Mukla will move up a lot in tiers. I think he'll be very playable. Might be a 5, to be honest. Yeah, it might be a 5. It's very good. I'm excited about this. I definitely want to pick Mukla because of this. Where are we at? We're here. How many more do we have to go? Holy crap. This is going to take a year. What am I doing? Okay, so Daryl is okay. I think he's a pretty free top 4. It's really hard to get first with Daryl, but I would say he's like a 3.5 right now in terms of heroes. He's not insane, but he's just decent. Asher the Haberdasher. After you sell a minion, gain 1/1. The thing is, when you sell a minion, you're giving something 3/3 in stats, right? But you're giving this 1/1. So this is like one of the worst minions I've ever seen. It's gonna be like a 10/10 if you sell off like three turns worth of things. This thing is terrible. Just sell it. Yeah, I actually think this makes Daryl incredibly bad, and especially because buddies are coming out, Daryl's gonna be way worse. It's worth it for the sell. Okay, yeah, this is terrible. Daryl's gonna be bumped down a lot. He's gonna be unplayable again. This is so bad. It's like a 1. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my god, he's so cute. Alright, we got the Lich King. Reborn, your other reborn minions summon an extra copy after dying. Talk, thank you for the prime. I don't think Lich King is very good right now. I'd give him a 2.5, 2. I mean, a lot of heroes are in the middle. He's like, okay. I'm pretty unhappy when I get him. Maybe he's a 2. He's just on fun for me. Alright, so your other reborn minions summon an extra copy after dying. What reborn minions are there? And it has reborn, which is nice. I mean, the stat line on it is good, and it's a 2-drop. So it does work with Acolyte, and it works with your hero power, right? It's a worse Khadgar? Yeah, kinda, but I mean, it's free. Micro Mummy, hero power on that. Honestly, it's pretty good just because of the amount of tempo it gives you. It is pretty good because of the amount of tempo it gives you. I would say it's a decent buddy. Reborn Parrot Leaper. Yeah, I mean, it's just a tempo card. I don't think it makes it in your very late game boards, but it is very good tempo and it helps you level. I actually think it's okay. I think there's a lot of potential in the late game, but it's very hard because it's cheesy. Because it's basically just a Khadgar, right? It's a worse Khadgar. Literally just a worse Khadgar. It has a beast tag, so it could work with the Goldrim build, but that's the only potential. Yeah, I'd say it's about equivalent to his hero. Maybe it's a little better because it's a tier 2. It gives so much tempo that maybe you're just able to level to 4 and you can run like Avenge crap. And maybe that's really good. Because it gives you so much tempo you could probably go 4 fast. So I would say it's like a 3. It's very neutral. I definitely don't think it's broken. Alright, what is this? Alakazam, I hate this hero. I think he's so boring. But he's not that bad because he has Ice Block. You literally just play him for Ice Block, so 2.5. Street Magician, Death Rattle, put a random secret into the battlefield. You can only get Ice Block once, regardless of the situation, yeah? So it doesn't matter. So this is terrible, and it makes this hero terrible because the effects of this are pretty bad. And I don't think... Let me think if you run Baron with this. There's just too many bad secrets. And you need to select each one, and you wouldn't want to be running this. Like, you could have a bird and get, like, all of the secrets. But all the secrets kind of suck. Like, I don't know. I think this is very bad. I would give it a 2. Maybe a 1.5. Probably a 1.5. This thing's terrible. I think it decreases his power level. It doesn't help him with what he needs, which is more tempo. It is more tempo, but it's like not. It's like he needs tempo, but it's a 3-drop, so you're getting it too late. And also, you don't really want to keep it because it's not better than the minions that you're going to be getting on 4. So that's why I think it's bad. So don't play this hero ever. Okay, we got this thing. Baby Elec. Okay, first of all, that thing is adorable. Oh my god. After you play a minion with attack equal to its health, gain +2/+2. So is the Elec gaining 2/2? Or is the minion that you're playing getting 2/2? The Elec is, right? And it's a 2-star, so it's not bad. Okay, so the interesting thing with these triples, with 2-drops that you can keep and they scale, is you're gonna be getting the triple for it. Which means you get a triple. I don't know how long it takes you to triple this though as a 2-star. What turn would that be? Like turn 9? Like it's not that bad because you would be able to get turn 9 because you'd be able to get like a 6-drop, right? So it's really not that bad. It has a tribe. Yeah, it has a tribe. It's pretty good tempo. Like Zarella right now is like a 3.5, 4. She's like around there. She's pretty good. It just depends if tokens are in, so she can like level aggressively. I would say that this thing helps you level very aggressively. You're scaling each turn. You could probably get to 5, and then by the time you get 5, you stabilize for 1 turn, and then you get a triple, and you can get a 6-drop. Honestly, not that bad. It's not something that you want to commit to entirely ever, but it's something that can help you level. I would say it's like a 3.5, 4. Probably 3.5, so it's about equivalent to her. I would say it's a net neutral for her with the buddies. It's pretty good. Like, actually, it probably is better than her. Maybe it's a 4. I don't know, 3.5, 4, somewhere around there. All right, Tess, Hunter of Old. At the start of your turn, add your last opponent's buddy to your hands. Dude, I can't evaluate this. There's so many bad buddies, but okay, so the thing is, you're only going to be playing against heroes that are good buddies, right? Because you're Tess, and no one's going to pick the bad buddies. The issue is it's a 4-drop and you're Tess and you're dying and you just want to live. That's the problem. I think Tess is a pretty bad hero. I think there's ways to play her that's good, but I'm pretty bad with her, so I tend to not pick her. I usually give her like a 2. 2.5. I just don't like picking her. It's +1 gold a turn at least. Yeah, but the thing is, when you're at this stage, you don't want to be playing a 6/4. Like straight up, you just don't. And it's a 4-drop, so you're getting it turn 7, 8. Like that's very, very slow. And also you have to fight someone. You have to fight someone with a good buddy, and how good is their buddy gonna be to where it's gonna be better than your buddy? Like there's almost nothing that's good. Yeah, and it's tagless. It seems very bad. Like it is a lot of value, but the game is gonna be too fast. Does your opponent's buddy need to be in play? No, not for Tess, I don't think. The meme value is high, true. She will be fun, and I do want to try her, but yeah, I mean, I would give this buddy like a 1 or a 2. A 1.5. This buddy's really bad. It'll be fun, but it's just bad. It's the way it is. Okay, this one. Maleficent. I think Maleficent is terrible as a hero. I think she is unplayable pretty much. She's like a 1.5. Really bad. But this Squirrel though. Death Rattle, deal 4 damage to an enemy minion and repeat for each of your mechs that died this combat. That is insane. That's gonna be nuts. This thing, and it's only, when you triple it, it's gonna be nutty. And it works with Kangor, right? You can put it first position, and you'll get 2 more back, or 1 more back with Kangor, and it'll count itself. Or you could just put it later as well. And you generally want to be running Baron anyways. Like, I think that this is very, very good. I think the amount of damage you can get is so much. And like, you want to be running tanks anyways. The issue is it's going to be hard to get to this position with Maleficent. But I think you would be running more of a Death Rattle build than like a Divine Shield build. And I'm trying to think about how that would work with this hero. Because it is, you kind of do want to be running Divine Shields generally with this hero, but I'm not really sure how you would do that. But this thing is insane. And I think it has so much potential. Like, I think you'd maybe build like Bomb, yeah, like Mech Exodia, yeah, something like that. So yeah, I would rate this like a 4.5 or a 5. I think it's incredibly good, and I might be totally wrong, and it might be completely unplayable, but I think it's good. I think the hero is bad though, so it's going to be offset. Like, I think because she is so bad, she's not going to be the best hero in the game because of this buddy. But I think the buddy is very good. But I think she'll be playable now with a buddy. Maiev. Shadow Warden. Battlecry, your next hero power makes the target golden and awakens 1 turn faster. So with Maiev, I usually go Reform Curve, which is level on 6 gold, and then you get to hero power buy, and then you level buy, or level hero power, level hero power. You're finishing this quest, that would be turn 4. So you'd be able to get a triple really early, because you'd almost always finish it on turn 6, hero power. It's very good. Very, very good. I think Maiev is like very neutral right now. I would say she's like a 3.5. I think that this thing is very, very good. I think it's better than her initial hero power. I'd give it a 4 or 4.5. Probably 4.5. I think it's very good. I think it makes it so you can have 2 win conditions, because usually you triple and then you triple again. I think it's very, very good. It doesn't have to stay on your board, yeah. Okay, Tavish? Okay, his hero power is bad. I played this hero, and it is not good. It is bad. So, don't get too excited for this hero. I'm sorry, guys. The hero power is not good. But we got the Crab. Your hero power fires, give adjacent minions stats equal to damage it deals. Okay, so don't shoot a Divine Shield minion with this, because you will not get any stats. Crab is actually good tempo, and it works with Terragosa, but that's all it is, and your hero power isn't good enough. So the Crab itself is good. The Crab is probably like a 3 or 3.5. Like, the buddy is good. The hero is bad. The hero is like a 2 or a 1.5. Okay, so we got Gallywix. Bilgewater Mogul. Battlecry, give a minion +1/+1 for each gold spent this turn. Okay, so it's a 3-drop, and it's a Battlecry 6/3. So you get this around turn 6/7, do we say? Yeah, 6/7, right? On that turn, you would generally have 10 gold, 9 gold. So you're getting like 8 to 10 stats for free. And if you have a brand, it's even more. First of all, Gallywix is like a 5, or he's like a 4.5. It depends what tribes are in. If the good tribes are in, he's like a 5. If they're not, it's 4.5. I would say he's a 5. I almost always pick him. He's one of my highest first place rates of hero. I would say this is good for him. I think he has the late game on lockdown anyways, right? Because he has like infinite gold pretty much. And this is a tempo card that will help you stabilize around the time you want to stabilize, so you can pick up better units. So I would say this is very good. I wouldn't say it's broken. I would say it's like a 4. It is very good though. It's 5 out of 5 because it's so much tempo. It's like enough tempo. It's also an extra gold for him, which is 2 gold, right? Maybe it's a 4.5. I think it's good. I think it's very good. And you get it later, and then you can buff more things. Pretty good. Okay, Battlecry, I don't really want to rate this hero. He should be a 3 realistically, right? If my rating system is perfect, because he could be offered any hero. No, he'd be better than a 3, because you could pick better of the options. So he's like a 3.5 or a 4. Anyways, Maxwell Mighty Steed. Battlecry, add the buddy of your hero power to your hand. So it's basically just... Wait, you get an extra gold, right? And it works with Bran. Okay, everything works with Bran, guys. Oh, you can get 4-cost buddies earlier. I see. Because it's a 3-cost buddy, so you could like pick Tess. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, so it makes this hero better, because you could just force pick the 4-drop buddies that make it better. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Cool. That's a really good buddy. That's like a 4, I guess. 4.5. I don't know. It's kind of irrelevant to rate that. We got Zephyr. You know, I feel like Zephyr should be good, but every time I play him, I'm so underwhelmed. So I think he's kind of bad, and I think the reason he's bad is because most of the time you want to stay on 1 and you're finding the triple regardless. And you're looking for a 4-drop with Avenge or something like that, and it's not like a pure win condition like it used to be. It used to be like, find a brand, try to triple the brand, find the Light Fang, try to triple the Light Fang. But that's not the case anymore. So I would say he's like not very good in this meta. I usually rate him very lowly, like a 2.5. I don't really pick him. 2, probably, something like that. We got this beautiful thing. I don't know. Fireses. That one. Battlecry, discover a plain copy of the minion that you have exactly one of. You could actually go for a 5-drop with this. And then you would guarantee... It's like a triple, right? It's like a Faceless Tavern Goer. So you could actually go for a win condition and treat this hero like Reno, right? Except you would be able to... You'd have to spend 3 mana, but you'd get 2 more wishes with it. And it's easier to get a triple because you could just hero power the first one. So it's like easier to get the triple, but you have to spend 3 gold. And you get 1 extra wish. Pretty good. Honestly, I think this is very good. It's gonna help you get to a win condition. The issue is, can you live through the early game well enough? That's the problem. Because you'd probably be able to get to like a Nomi or like a Bran or a Lifang, or I mean Lifang sucks, but you know what I mean. You can get to a win condition that's a 5-drop, and you'd actually be able to triple it. And it's very easy to get the 5-drop because you can hero power for it. So I actually think it's good. It helps the hero a lot. I give it like a 4. I think it's good. 3.5, 4, somewhere in there, yeah. I think it's good. Even with 4-drops, isn't it good? Yeah, it's very good. I think it helps him a lot. It's kind of like he needed more tempo, but honestly, this can be used for tempo also. So I'm fine with it. I think it's good. All right, Sklib the Demon Hunter. So Arrana is one of the worst heroes in the game because I don't want to get into it. She's terrible. She's a 1. Sklib the Demon Hunter. After you play a minion, your next refresh costs 0. This seems broken. The problem is, Elemental Arrana is terrible. You can't play anymore. I don't really know what happened. There's probably a mixture of things, but it's... You want to play this with just like re-rolling a bunch of things at a lower tier so you can find what you want. You want to be buying things and playing things. You don't want to just be rolling a lot, right? But there's no comp that can do that at a lower tier. Maybe you can go Sorrowless Jessie. Maybe Jessie Sorrowless with Selfless Heroes. I just don't think that's good enough anymore. Domo. Yeah, Domo's okay. It's really hard to get to tier 4 with her though. I think you should only I think if you're leveling to tier 4 with this hero, you're kind of like wasting your time. It's not good. Unless you like hit the nuts. But I think you should probably just stay like level 1 and 2. That way you can get the same thing over and over and over again. But I still think that this is terrible. And I think that this hero is bad, so I will give the hero a 1, like she's always been. And then this thing, I will give it's a really good hero, like a buddy, but with her, it's really bad. Independently, the buddy is like 3.5. It's a good buddy, but with her, the combination is trash because she's bad. We got Rat King. Pigeon Lord. Your refreshes cost 0. First of all, Rat King is terrible. He's nearly unplayable. He's like a 1.5 in my mind. We got Pigeon Lord though. Your refreshes cost 0, while Bob's Tavern doesn't have a minion of your hero power. So let me get this straight. If you buy it, let's say you have a mech in the shop, your hero power costs, or your reroll costs 1. If you buy the mech from your shop, your hero power is now, or your reroll is now free. Is that correct? So you could get triples pretty easily because it's a tier 2, so you could stay on 1 or 2. So it's actually pretty good. But also, you have to play Rat King there. And also, I don't think you're going to be tripling to anything that relevant. I think that this is very good for him. It definitely makes him stronger. But I just think he's too bad of a hero. It is very good though, and it does have potential, but I just don't... I don't think tempo that early is going to translate into anything when you're playing a hero like this. So I would say the buddy is very good. I would say the buddy's like a 4. But this guy's like a 1. The hero, this thing is like a 4.5, 4, and he's like a -1. So together, he's like a -4 actually. Together they're like a 0. The good thing is you'll test everybody from the start of the season, right? I'll probably give this one a chance. Like interesting ones I'm down to try. Like this one's fun. This one should be fun. That one's gonna be fun. For sure, for sure. He's a new hero, I'll give him a shot. That one's gonna be fun. That one's really fun. Yeah, I'll probably try it. I'll try it for sure. I probably won't ever play this, I'm sorry. I'll try it. I probably won't ever play that. Like, there's some I'm excited for, some I'm not. 1 to 5 rating, I mean, my ratings are always all over the place. Okay, so Chenvala is like the biggest bait hero in the world. He baits you so hard because he's like, oh, look at this juicy 8 armor I have. You could live forever. You could get elementals and level up. And then Bob just ruins your day and offers you 0. But also, if you hit, he's insane. I actually think he's pretty good with the armor. Without armor, he's unplayable. But I actually think he's okay with armor. If he's like an 8 armor and you don't have many options, I'd say he's like 3.5. I actually think he's decent. And now his buddy, Snow Elemental Bob, always offers an extra frozen elemental whenever your tavern is refreshed. So it's an extra minion, right? So you're getting +1 unit slot. This is already an elemental, but you have to refresh the tavern to get it, another one. It's a tier 2, so you get it very early, and the fact that it's an elemental gives it more value because you can play it, and then it counts for your little bubble. So it's very, very, very good. You could stay level 1 with it for a while. Honestly, you could just pick up parties. Can't you just stay level 2, pick up parties and Molten Rocks? Guaranteed almost. Isn't that really good? And then you can actually scale up with them because you're buying an elemental every turn. And then you have the late game because eventually you get to the rags. This has to be really good. I think this might be broken. All right, I'm gonna give it a 5. Chenvala is gonna be bad when armor gets removed, so it might not work that well. But I actually think that this is like broken. I think this is insane. It's got to be insane, right? It gives you this elemental tag also, so you get like a free like extra unit. It's a tier 2. Like, this is nuts. Okay, anyway, Stormpike Lieutenant, Avenge, give your minions +1 health permanently. Oh, are we halfway through? Oh, I hope we're halfway through. This is a lot, man. There's so many heroes. I didn't know there were this many heroes. I only picked like 10 heroes anyways, because all the other ones suck. Avenge, give your minions +1 health permanently. So the issue I had with this was that it scales itself, but it's 4 attack, and it's like really awkward. You're buffing a 4 attack minion, or a 4 attack minion, so like gets up a lot. But honestly, it was better than I thought it would be, but it's still not good. Yeah, you can run green thumb with it, and then you can try to go for some crazy like Avenge comp. But if you're running like green thumb and this, and then you have to run a bunch of juicers, it's like kind of hard to buff other things. And also, this doesn't have Divine Shield. Green thumb doesn't have Divine Shield. It's just not great. The hero power is it copies the health of the highest minion. I think that this is just not good enough. I think the hero itself is bad as well. I would say it's a bad. I only got to play it once, so I don't know exactly, but I would say the hero is bad. I would say the hero is like a 2.5. I really don't think it's good, and I would say that this is also not very good. I would give this like a 2 as well. So we got Cthulhu. So Cthulhu is really bad because it's like milk meta. He can't level up fast enough, and he's okay with like the demon stuff, but that's about it. Wait, did they change this? It used to be a 4. Oh, it's a 2. It used to be like a 4, I think. After different friendly minions gain stats, gain 1/1 until your next turn. It is a 2. Not that bad at 2, but the hero's bad. It's not permanent, so he's bad, and also he's bad. I could see you getting some tempo off this tentacle, but realistically, you're only getting as much tempo as your hero power is giving you, which is like... This is going to be the same damage or attack, like health and attack, as the tier you're on, which is not good. Like, you know, it's turn 7 and you get a 7/7 as your hero power. Pretty bad. Alright, Mutanus. Once again, Mutanus is not that good. It's milk meta. You're sacrificing units whenever you want a bunch of reborn units. You want a bunch of little things to farm. You could like, he's okay because of Trickster. Like, that's the only way I've seen him acceptable. I usually give him like a 3. I'm not happy to play him, but he's fine. Nightmare Ectoplasm. Whenever you devour this, spit its stats onto 2 extra minions. So you spit this onto 3 minions, or am I reading that incorrectly? Spits into 3. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a lot of tempo, and you can kind of control it. This seems really good with just like you could just run a Trickster, right? And you're almost guaranteed to get it. Yeah, it's good. This is a good card. I would give this like a 4. I think together they'll be okay. Like, you know, 3.5 hero. It's very good, very good. All right, Ragnaros and Lucifron. Your end of turn effects trigger twice. Okay, so are there any other end of turn effects, or is it only your hero power? Domo, Lightfang, Charlie, Mummy, Grubber, Scalebane. Okay, Scalebane doesn't count. That's not a unit. Razorgore, Mithrax. Okay, so there are a lot. The Coin Pirate. Okay, all right. There are a lot. Felbat, very cool. So you could make this work with something else. It's a tier 4 minion, which honestly, okay, honestly, when do you get your hero power with Rag? When's a good timing to get your hero power with Rag? Turn 6, right? Is the very best, and then turn 7 is like good, and then turn 8 is kind of bad, right? Turn 6 is like the nuts, turn 7 is like okay, and then turn 8 is like, and you would get this 7-8, so you get it on par with your hero power generally, right? So it doesn't really matter that it's tier 4. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I'm just wondering if you're gonna die. Because that's usually what happens when I play Rag. I've died before I got my hero power before. And that's depressing. That's so bad. Oh my god, that's the worst feeling. You pick Rag, and you're trying to get your hero power, and you just die before you get it. That's the worst. Milk meta makes Rag better, true. I haven't gotten to play Rag very much recently, but he seems like he's okay. I would give him a 2.5, 2. Actually, probably a 2. I never play him. Who am I kidding? This makes him a lot stronger. I think this is incredibly good. It kind of sucks that there's no tribe to it. Like, if this was a mech, it'd be nuts because you could just attach a shield to it and then you're chilling. But, very good. You're doubling your hero power. This is like a 4.5 or a 5. This is very good. 4.5. It's just a really good buff to him. So he'll be a mid-range hero, I think, like in the middle. All right, Cookie. Oh my god, that is so cute. Oh, look at him. Okay, so he's a 2-star minion. 2. You can use your hero power an extra time each turn. This is insane. This is ridiculous. This hero is already good. He's like a 4. 4.5, he's very, very good. And this thing is absolutely nuts. There's no way it should be 2-star. This is gonna be a 5. There's no way it should be 2. It should be like 3. 3 would be like okay. 4 would be pretty bad probably. And when you triple him, you can hero power 2 extra times, so you could get a free minion every turn. Yeah, and he's a Murloc, so you can poison him. Tess stealing this. Oh yeah, wow, so good. So good with Tess. It's good with Scabbs, right? Because Scabbs, you can go like crazy with it. But yeah, this is gonna be an insane hero. Okay, we got Scabby Boy next. Dude, every time I see this picture, I think he's slipping me off, straight up. Like, I don't know what his problem is. Scabbs is very, very good. He is a 4.5 or a 5 hero, in my opinion. His curve is insane. He's like a Rafam, but better, because he gets to discover. He's one of the best heroes in the game. Warden Thelwater. At the start of your turn, add your next opponent's buddy to your hands. At the start of your turn, so okay, add your next opponent's buddy. So it's like Tess's, right? Wait, what? What's Tess's? Last versus next. Which one's better? This one's better because you have more information. Scabbs is such a good hero that it's easier to get the tier 4. Tess is more controlled, but this is like you get it faster, right? Tess, you don't have to put a unit in. I think it's pretty situational. The thing, okay, so the thing that makes it a little better with Scabbs is you could steal the buddy and you could try to triple it, and it could go insane. I just honestly don't think this is that good. And it's a forward drop, so it's going to be late. You're going to be wanting to play different things. I think you maybe use it for a turn and then you're done. It's okay because it gives you a minion in hand, so you get an extra gold, but whatever. I don't think it's very good. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I just think it's a 3. It's too situational to be good. So we got Yoggers. Yogg is not a very good hero. He's like a 3. He's just like, you pick him if you have nothing better. He's pretty good with tokens in. The buddy is probably the most fun buddy I've ever seen in my life. And I want to play Yogg every time. The buddy spins a wheel and then you get like these choices, and yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I think this buddy is a 5 for sure. He's very fun, and it's actually pretty good, it looks like. That's all there is to say about it. It looks very fun. Yeah, you can work it with Bran. It's cool. It's just cool. The wheel is the same one that you spin in regular Hearthstone. I'm not sure how many. This is a 19% chance for everything except for one outcome, which is a 5% chance. One of the outcomes is like, the 5% one is like, it buffs, it basically hits random things on the board. It buffs it 4/4 every time. until it hits Bob. I think that's what it was. So you have a chance to like buff everything a ton. And then there's like Dark Moon prizes, and there's like a bunch of other things. Alright, so yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Alright, Sneeds. Battlecry, copy a friendly minion's death rattles. Alright, I think this hero is pretty bad now. I just don't think he's very playable. I give him a 2. I honestly have only picked him once since they nerfed him. I used to pick him a lot when he wasn't nerfed because it was hilarious hitting people for 40. Although it wasn't very fun getting hit for 40 yourself. But the piloted Whirlotron, copy a friendly minion's death rattles. Very bad. There's not going to be anything relevant for you to copy. If you copy something, it's going to be your crappy hero power, which isn't very good. The only thing that has going for it is that it's a mech, so you can use module on it, but it is bad. Meme potential? Nah, I mean, it's just bad because, like, you have board space issues with this guy, and this doesn't help. You could copy a Buster. I mean, you could, but then you have another Buster, I guess, as their best case scenario. Meh. I mean, yeah, you could do it on Leapfrog, maybe, and then taunt it. It's a little better. Anyways, we got Galewing here. Galewing is just the worst cookie. I usually give Galewing like a 3 or 3.5. And he has the same hero power thing. At the end of your turn, progress your flight path by 1 turn. So instead of waiting 3 turns, you would have to wait 1 turn, and then, but you get it on your Tavern tier, which is not bad. But it's way worse than the other one because you don't get it immediately. So it is a lot worse in comparison to the other one. It's 2 turns. Oh, it's 2 turns because, and you can't go +1 on it, right? Because the cookie one you can go. The cookie one you can control better, because the numbers don't pan out, right? Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's a lot worse, actually. It's a lot worse. Wow, that's terrible. Because there's a lot of odd numbers. With gold one, it's good, yeah. With the level up, it's still an odd number, right? It's 3, 5. I guess if you get it on an odd interval, it increases it. The triple's okay? Yeah, the triple's good. Every single flight path is odd. Yeah, what the hell? That's so stupid. Okay, I think this is a 3.5, 3. Probably a 3. Just because it's so troll that every single flight path is odd, and then they increase the flight path by 1. That's actually so troll. That's so dumb. It turns the level up into 3 turns? Yeah, but that's still not that great. You'd rather go minion still. Okay, Malygos. Malygos is a very good hero if there are tokens in, because you basically convert your board, your tokens into... It's like you're buying 2 minions, essentially, when you have a token. So when both tokens are in, he's like the best hero. One of the best heroes. He's like a 4.5. I'd rate him like a 4, though, because there's not always both tokens in. Nexus Lord. Arcane Alteration replaces with a minion 1 Tavern tier higher. Okay, so you know Galakrons, how you're like hero powering for 1 gold every turn and you're freezing every turn? You could do this for free with this hero, with this on board. And you can lock it, and you can do it twice in 1 turn. That is insane. And you're probably going to be around level 4 when you get this, so you can just get a 6-drop. And then you can get another 6-drop, and you get another 6-drop. You can't discover it, though. It is true. You cannot discover, but it is free for you to use your hero power, and later in the game, your hero power is generally worthless. Not worthless. It's not as useful. I think that this needs to be a 4, and I think maybe it'll be balanced, but the way it is 3, you get it early enough to where you can get 6-drops, and I think it's very, very good. I would rate this 5. I think this is insane. Okay, this guy, I haven't gotten to play him. I think he's going to be a bad hero, though. Just looking at it. It's going to be hard to, like, really buff your board well. Realistically, though, attack might be better than health because you're playing a bunch of Death Rattle minions if you're playing Avenge. So maybe it's better, but you have to run, like, you're putting a Hydra, like, last to try to milk it. Just doesn't seem very good. Yeah, you could play mechs with it, but it's hard to go Avenge with mechs because generally you want to run Divine Shield, so it's, like, not great. I mean, look at Saurfang, like, you don't really... I know the hero power is free, but you don't really want to be playing that hero, and I don't think that this is very good. I would give this hero, like, a 1.5. I think he's even worse than the health one, probably. Maybe a 2. I think he's very, very bad, and I think that this effect is also not very good. Because a lot of times you want to buff things with attack. They want to be Divine Shield minions. You're not getting Avenge. It's very hard to proc. This is like a Green Thumb, but better statted that you get for free, which is nice, but ultimately not good enough. I would give this a 2 or a 1.5. We got Grey Boy. I think Grey Boy is decent in the right conditions. It's hard to win on him in my experience, but I think you get so much tempo early with like the little demon, and it's a Venge meta, so you can actually milk pretty well. I would usually give him a 3.5 to a 4. He's like pretty good. It's hard for me to find the right combination because I usually just want to get like a demon in and mech in. That way I can get those early reborn minions and stuff. But yeah, he should be winning fights. He should be getting his hero power up very early. So we got a 3-drop, a Wandering Treant. Whenever you summon a taunt minion, give it +2/+2. So it's a mama bear that works with anything, kind of. Any death rattle. It's a lot of tempo, but is it enough? Because you're going to have issues with board space. It feels like you're going to run it for like a turn or two, and then you're going to ditch it. It works with Reborn as well. Yeah, it works. I mean, yeah. Like, you're going to use it for like 2 turns, maybe, and then you're just done. You can aggro level with it? Maybe. I just don't know how strong other people will be. And a lot of times you don't really want to transition with him because it's kind of hard to transition late game now unless you have like Bran with a bunch of stuff. I actually don't think the buddy is very good. I think it's bad. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's like a 3. I think it's worse than his hero is. I think overall it's going to be a loss for him that buddies are added. 2.5. 2.5 to 3. That's my final answer. So we got Ticketus. And Ticketus is not a very good hero. He's fine. He's so middle of the pack, man. He's like a 2.5 to me because I never pick him. He's not that fun anymore. He was fun when tickets were new, but he's just like kind of boring. Whenever double tickets are in, like it's a Dark Moon lobby that doesn't exist anymore, but whenever it was, he was very good because you could like stack the prizes and then you could really like go crazy. Tagonte, thank you for the prime. And Ticket Collector, let's see. Battlecry, discover a Dark Moon prize from the most recent prize turn. So basically, you get this, what, turn 6, 7? You'd have to wait for turn 8. So let's say you get it turn 8 because you're playing it then. It's a 6/6, that's pretty good. Yeah, you could use your first one. You could like level to 6 or to 5, and then you could use your first one to discover a brand, and then you could use this one to discover 2 more brands. I don't think this is that great. Oh, you could use the first one to get Brand's Blessing, but then you're just re-rolling, right? At that point. Except you get a Brand's Blessing for the turn. So maybe? I don't think it's good. I think it's about as good as this hero is. 2.5 to 3. I think it's bad. It's not going to be good enough. But, okay, but the thing is, this is actually really good later in the game. Like, he has a the thing is, this is very, very good if you can live long enough to get to the turn 12 one. Because then you'll probably get 2 more Ticket Collectors, and you can play it twice, and then you're like going to get Ice Block, or you're going to get like some nutty thing. So it gives him really good late game potential. That is something to note. So this hero is unplayable. I rated it as a 1. I played with this with Show, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I've probably seen some worse things, but it was probably just her face. Okay, that was mean. She's not... Everyone's beautiful somewhere. She needs to be better, you know? She needs to be better. She's playable with 35 armor. True, she'd be a Patchwork. Okay, yeah, it's just bad. I mean, it's a 4. Honestly, if it was a 2, it would be okay. If it was a 3 with a tribe that was like an amalgam, it would be okay. But actually just unplayable otherwise. Alright, Saurfang. I think Saurfang is a very bad hero right now because there's a bunch of death rattles and stuff. So you kind of need health on your minions, otherwise you're going to get traded into. And he doesn't really have any health on his minions, so he's like a 1. He's really, really bad right now. It's a 4, yeah. I don't know why that's a 4. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, yeah, he's very bad. We got the Dranosh Saurfang. For the Horde, also grants health. 4-drop. The buddy is actually lit. It's good. It's very, very good. For the Horde is this hero power, and it gives health. It would give... Let's see. A turn... You get this 4-drop at turn 7, 8, we said. So your hero power starts at 2. So it would be about 8. You give something at 8, 8. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good, right? Yeah, that's good. I don't know. Does the triple do anything? Does it give double health? It doesn't, right? It's just probably the same effect. So my issue is you're still gonna struggle with early game And I don't think he's going to be improved just because his hero early is going to be so bad. For the Horde grants health twice. Oh, so it does double it. That's pretty good. But you're never going to hold on to it long enough, so there's no way. Unless you don't have to play it for the first effect and you can hold in your hands. I think it bumps his hero. This is very good, by the way. The hero, like, it's a very good buddy. It's like a 4. I don't. It's kind of hard to evaluate because they work so hand in hand, so you can't do it that well. I think it doesn't save the hero, but I think it makes him maybe playable. He's like a 2.5 now. You know, with this, that's my guess. He'll be like okay, probably bad. He's still gonna be bad, but it's fun. Like it's a lot. It's just 4 is so hard, you know. All right, so we got N'Zoth, and he's an okay hero. I actually haven't played him in about 2 months, I think. I don't know why. We need to consider that buddies that modify hero powers also take up permanent board space. Wait, do you have to keep this on board for it to work? I thought it was like, oh, I thought it should be Battlecry upgrade your hero power. Oh, this is terrible. This is like a 2 or 3. You have to run this? That's terrible. Anyways, yeah, don't play this hero. Never mind. All buddies are like that? Yeah. I know. I just forgot on that one. I don't know why. Anyways, now review all the buddies. No, I knew. Anyways, Baby N'Zoth. Battlecry, make a friendly Death Rattle minion golden. Wait. You can make your N'Zoth golden. Wait, is it have a Death Rattle or no? No, it doesn't? Oh. That's so sad. That's so sad. Okay, I mean, I don't really like this that much. It's so hard to use. Golden Bomb. Are there any good Death Rattles? I feel like there are no good Death Rattles. I feel like I haven't picked this hero in a while because there are no good Death Rattles. Buster? I mean, you're not gonna... If you get a Buster, you're gonna win the game anyways. It's not because of this crap. I mean, you don't win the game, but you're in a good position. Goldrin? I mean, we're not getting there. I feel like there's just not enough good stuff. Leapfrog's not that great. Croc? Yeah, Croc's good. Croc's really good. You can make any mech golden by attaching bots to them. Oh, that's interesting. I think it's just bad. I would give this a very bad rating. I'd say it's like a 2 or... Yeah, it's like a 2. It's just too late and there's just not enough stuff. I might be wrong completely, but I really don't think it's good. And I think this hero is not very good either. I think it's okay. It's like a 2, 2.5. That's what I would say. Probably a 2. 2. They're the 2s forever. Alright, Galakrond. Galakrond got a lot better with the armor system. They're taking away armor for a bit, so he'll be bad. I think he's pretty strong right now, though. He's like a 3.5 or a 4. It's just because you can hero power, and on your way you can pick up a good minion, like a Milker, or like a Mama, or like a Nomi, or like, you know, a Felbat. There's a lot of things you can get. So, Apostle of Galakrond. Battlecry, replace minions in Bob's Tavern with ones of a higher tavern tier. So it does accelerate your hero power by 1, right? But the problem with Galakrond is you're probably going to be low level anyways. So this doesn't really help you. And it's essentially just a Toki. So while Galakrond's like a 3.5 or a 4 to me, this is a very bad buddy in comparison to other ones at least. I would say this is like a 2, a 1.5. It's very bad. A lot of people are like, isn't it okay because it's a free effect? Everyone is getting a free effect. What do you mean? Literally everyone gets a free effect. I'm just comparing it to the other free effects people get. It's bad. All right, we got Patches. I think Patches is a little underrated this patch. I think a lot of people don't pick him. I actually think he's like a 4-ish hero. I like him a lot, especially because Tony's around. And they added back a captain, which was a really big deal. So we got Tuskar Raider. Oh, aren't Tuskars the thing in the Disney? They go rawr, and they're like in the sand people thing. That's Tuscan. Oh, okay. Same thing. You what? Disney? I was just trying to trigger as many people as I could. Okay, give a minion +1/+1 for each pirate you played this game. So it's just a free strong arm for the game though. Okay, so let's see. You get this around turn 6-7. You would probably have played 8 pirates by that point, and you can buff any minion. Seems good. I'm not sure if it's exactly what Patches needs. I feel like he wanted more economy, or like more rerolls or something. but it seems okay. It's definitely not bad. I would say that this is like, it's like very middle of the road. I don't think it's broken at all. I don't think it's that insane. I think it's decent. I would say it's, oh my god, imagine you're playing this hero and you never find a pirate, and then you get this on your last dying breath and it buffs one of your minions 2/2, and then you concede. Oof. Oh yeah, I'd say it's like a 3.5 or a 4. It's kind of similar to Galley, but Galley needed the tempo. He doesn't need the tempo as much. This art, yeah, the art's kind of funny. All right, Ragnaros is one of the worst heroes, 1.5 or a 1. I've almost never picked him. It's actually a 1. He's literally a 1. Never mind. Why 1.5? He doesn't get a 0.5. He's a 1. He's so bad. But we got this Lantern Tender. At the end of your turn, give a random friendly minion stats equal to your tavern tier. So you basically get a rag, kind of, right? Like you're kind of a rag, but it's random. It's honestly not that bad. It's just the hero is so bad itself. No brand value? I don't think that's why it's bad. It's not that bad. It's similar to Eudora's, right? Except Eudora can work on... Yeah, it's similar to Eudora's. You have to run the 3/5. Yeah, that's the problem. If it was a mech, it would be okay. What's with the face? Don't make fun of him. If it was a mech, it'd be fine. It's just pretty bad. So this hero's a 1. I think this thing is like... It's like a 2.5. It's not bad. It's not that bad. Like, you guys are making it work... Like, making it out to be the worst thing ever. It's only bad because this hero is so bad. But it's not that bad. It's free. It's like a lot of free stats. It just sucks because it's not tribed. Anyways, what is... Oh my god, what is this art? Alright, Ysera is a very good hero, just because you can go promo Terragosa. She got nerfed a little bit with the dragons getting nerfed. Like, promo used to be a 5/5, now it's a 3/3. She's okay. She's like middle of the pack. Problem is she's like 1st or 8th. I think she's like a 3 or 3.5 in terms of hero strength. But we got Velithria the Dreamwalker. It is dragons in Bob's Tavern have +3/+3. The problem is this dragon's a 3/3, so it's, you can't really play it. You would get this on turns... This is 6/7, so you get it on turn 7, right? It's bad, because you're only looking for Terragosa and Promo Drake. It's a passive? Yeah. It seems very bad. Like, not unplayably bad, but pretty bad. Because, like, the thing is, you want to level pretty aggressively with Ysera, so you're not really completing your hero power. Like, I say turn 6/7 is when you get this, so 7. But you might not even get it on turn 7. You might get it on turn 8. And then you're screwed because you already filled your board of dragons. Like, I don't know. Also, why isn't this a battle cry? It's just... Oh, you have to have it on your board. It's not even a battle cry. Oh, God. Oh. Is it dragon, though? Yeah, but you're running a 3/3. Okay, it's just like a 2. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. No brand value. Get out. Alright, we got Jiraxxus, which has got to be one of the worst heroes in the game. He's 1. Dude, there's so many heroes that are just so bad. Oh my god. I've given ones to like 10 or 12 heroes. He is a demon, so you can buff him with your hero power. Death Rattle, add a random demon to your hands. It is a milker. So it's a 3-drop. Let's say you get a good start with Jiraxxus, and you actually find something. So let's say you somehow hit it on turn 6. Dude, why am I evaluating a card that is supposed to help Jiraxxus? Jiraxxus is so unplayable, it doesn't even matter. This could literally be a golden goose, and it wouldn't do anything. I don't know, this looks like a 3.5, a 4 to me. It seems pretty good. Like a 3, maybe a 3. It doesn't seem that good. But this hero is so unplayable, it doesn't matter. Golden Goose OP? Yeah, Golden Goose OP. Alright, Vol'jin. Where are we at? We're almost done, kinda, guys. It's pretty good. We're breezing through this. Okay, so Vol'jin as a hero, I don't like him that much. I think he's okay with tokens because you can make it like somewhat relevant board, but I actually don't like him very much. I don't know how to rate him. I usually give him like a 3 or a 2.5. He's very middle of the road for me. I'm not very happy picking him. He's okay with the Terragosa stuff, but I just don't think he's that good. He doesn't give economy. And then we got this buddy, Master Gadrin, a tribeless minion, which isn't that bad on this guy because you can swap to it. But it says, at the end of your turn, adjacent minions copy this minion's attack. I think things that buff attack are generally very bad. Because it's very like one-minded. It's not. It only beats certain things. I don't like it very much. I think that this is pretty bad. I don't think it's the worst. I just don't think it's very good. Mechs, yeah. End of turn equals permanent. Wait, is it permanent? Oh, it's permanent. Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, it might, sorry. It's hard for me to read. I can't read. Wait, is it actually permanent? It says copy, not replace. Is it permanent? Does anyone know? Can you confirm? It is permanent? Oh. It actually seems pretty good then. Never mind. Yeah, you can play Ground Shaker. You can play Jesse early, swap it onto it. You need to have it on the board though. Yeah, but you can like run it for 2 turns and then you can like buff like four minions to like really big attack. Yeah, Chromoing, right? You just get a Chromoing with it. Buff 4 minions to really big attack, then ditch it, and then try to like go for something else, you know? Oh, it's pretty interesting. It actually seems good. Okay, I lied. I'll give it like a 3.5 or a 4. Probably like a, yeah, 3.5, 4. Maybe 4. Honestly, the potential is a lot. It's just hard for me to envision. Like, I always don't do well with Vol'jin. I feel like I just don't have the economy for him. Like, I don't know. But it actually seems decent. You can Chroma Wing and then you can swap it and then you can try to play like a Cleave, but then you're just playing like a Saurfang. I don't know. It's interesting. Seems fun. A lot of potential. We got Bran, and we got Bran's Epic Egg. Bran, as a hero, if there are multiple tokens in, and pirates and a bunch of battle cries, he is a very, very, very good hero. I would give him like... I haven't gotten to play Bran in so long. I like him a lot though. He's a fun hero. I would give him like a 4. If a lot of the tokens are in 4.5 probably. With a perfect lobby, 4.5. And then half perfect lobby, probably like a 4. And we got Bran's Epic Egg. Taunt, Death Rattle, summon a random Battlecry minion, and add a copy of it to your hand. Okay, it's a tier 2 thing. Tier 2 makes it really good. So you get that, what, 5, 6? So that's like 7 gold? And you probably do get it because you're fighting for board early. I hope my turn ratings, or my turn counters are right. Like, I hope you do get it 5, 6. I don't know. I thought that was what it was, but hopefully those are correct. It's taunt, it always dies. You can run it for 3 turns and ditch it. It seems very good. I would say it's something you run for like 3 or 4 turns and you ditch. Should be correct, but could be earlier. Okay. Yeah, I would say this is like a 4. I don't think it's completely busted, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a 4.5. It's probably a 4.5. It's free money and you kind of want it with Bran to catch up on levels. Seems good. Okay, so Shutterwalk in a perfect lobby is like a 4. 4.5, somewhere in that range. Without a perfect lobby, he's like a 1. And I actually got to play this buddy with Show. It's the Muckslinger. After you play a minion, add a random Battlecry minion to Bob's Tavern. This is like a -1 because it confuses you too much. And also, it's terrible. And also, don't ever play this unit. You're better off selling it immediately. It's actually terrible. And I'm not saying that because I'm really bad at the game and I messed up really badly that game. I'm saying it because it's legitimately bad. Moving on and forgetting about that game. Alright, Edwin. SI7 Scout. It's a 3-drop. First of all, Edwin is a very bad hero. I think he's like a 2, 1.5. He's very bad. I think it's very hard to make him work. We got SI7 Scout after you buy a minion gain 1/1. So it's the same as Finley's, right? As Daryl's. Whenever you sell, you gain 1/1. Whenever you buy, you gain 1/1. Except it's worse because with Daryl, you could have had minions already on board. So it's literally terrible. It's just bad. Okay, so this is like a 1 also. It matches him. It's like a 1.5, I guess. I don't know. It's just bad. Who cares? It needs to be a mech. I mean, with tribes with things like this, they need to make a mech or something. That way you can attach a module. That way you could save it, you know? I feel like if you can't save it, it sucks. So we got Brucon. Okay, Brucon was way better than I thought he would be. I didn't know you could discover his hero power because I didn't read. Because reading is for losers. I thought it was a random. Kind of like in real Hearthstone. But that hero is very good. And the Spirit Raptor, after calling upon a new element, this remembers it. Death Rattle, call upon those elements. I think this is very good. The Raptor was way better than I thought it would be. And it's a 2-drop, so it's even better. This hero seems very good. I think this hero is like a 4.5. And I think that this is also a 4.5, so I think he will be a very, very strong hero. I think there's a lot of ways to play him as well. Because you can buff the health of minions, so you can maybe play a Terragosa. You can buff the attack of minions, so maybe you can play like a Hydra second and put this first position. There's a lot of ways to do it. You can also milk as much as you want with the rocks. You can only have it once per buff. What do you mean? You can have infinite on this. You can have every single one you played, you get it. Very good. Very, very good hero. Would it make sense for this to be an elemental? Yeah, but maybe they did it for balancing reasons. I have no idea. Oh, you only get one new? Oh, it's only the new ones? Wait, what? Why did it work? It worked for all of them, didn't it? When I saw it, it did like 100 of them. Oh, just one of each plus the one you use on a given turn. You can't stack the same ones? Wait, what? Maybe it was golden? It was golden, but it did like a ton. They literally did like so many of them. Are you sure it doesn't stack? It's only one? Oh, then it's not very good. Never mind. It's good tempo. I don't know. I don't know if it works. Did they have Baron? Yeah, they had Baron. But still, it looked like it zapped like 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. I don't think anyone really knows. That's okay. The hero itself is very good at the very least. Alright, anyways, Deathwing. I actually think the hero is underrated, but people rate him as a 1, or they think he's unplayable. I think he's like a 2.5. I think he's playable. I think that the minion that he's getting is completely terrible, though, because... Like, I feel like some of these need to just upgrade the hero power. Like, Battlecry, upgrade your hero power to have +3 attack. Like, you don't want to run this thing. It's like an 8/8. It sucks. So, I think this is like... Because you have to run it on board and it doesn't have Death Rattle. So, I would say that this is like a 2 or a 3. 2. It's a 2. It's a free 8/8. Once again. Alright, so we got Curator here. Curator is not a very good hero right now, I would say. I think he's pretty bad, honestly. I would give him like a 2.5. I think he's bad. However, this buddy, Mishmash, whenever your amalgam gains stats, this gains them too. It looks insane. And it's also an all tribe, so you are basically like any jug is going to get value. Lightfang is going to get insane value, although why would you run a Lightfang? And you could also attach modules to it. It is so much tempo, it looks insane. Also, yeah. I mean, it's just nuts. It's really, really good. And it's 2-star, yeah. And you get it so early, and you're gonna win every fight, and it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be nice. I think this hero will be one of the more played ones, one of the most played ones. I think he's gonna be like, this is definitely a 5, just because it works so well with his hero power. And I think that overall he's gonna be very, very strong. All right, Jandice. Jandice is 5 with both tokens in. She's like one of the best heroes with both tokens in. Without tokens, she's like unplayable. If there's one token in, she's like a 4, 3.5, something like that. In my mind. But her apprentice, that's her buddy. After you swap minions, give them stats equal to your tavern tier. Why? What is this? That's the look that I have whenever they made this card. Why? Why did they do this? Why this? Is it bonus stats? No, it's just it's after you give. Oh, is it adds? It is. It does add. Is it add or is it replace? It swear adds. Oh, it adds. Oh, I can't read, guys. I told you, readings for losers. Okay, after you swap minions, give them minions equal to tavern tier. So it's a mama bear. It's a mama bear. It's a mama bear for only that. It's still pretty bad. It's just not a 1 anymore. Because you have to keep buffing minions, and you don't really want to do that. And you might use it for 2 turns, and you have to keep it on board. So 1.5 or a 2. Probably a 2? Maybe 1.5? I don't know. It's really bad. Very bad. Not a 1, though. It's not a 1. Because you can use it for a turn. 4/4 on board, though, yeah. As I said, the turn you get it, you can play it, and you can maybe keep it for 1 more turn. Alright, so Rafam. I actually like Rafam right now in the meta. I think he's very strong. I think he's like a 4.5 or a 4. He doesn't have armor, so he's a little worse. But, I mean, when no one has armor, he'll be very strong. Loyal Henchman is the 3-drop. After you kill a second minion, each combat, get a plain copy of it. Do you guys know if this dies, do you still get the second copy, or does it have to be alive when you kill the second minion? It has to be alive? Okay. It's still very good. I think this buddy is like nutty. Probably like a 4.5 or a 5. I think it's insanely strong. People can't play Acolyte versus Rafam other than first slot. He'll get so many triples. Yeah, I mean this is very good. Okay, Nosdormu. The hero itself is not very good. I usually pick it when they're only bad options. So 2.5 or a 3 is usually he's like middle of the road because you can find some things. Minions in Bob's Tavern have +1/+1 for each time it was refreshed this turn. It seems bad. And the reason why it seems bad is because you can't buy that many minions. Like, you're only going to be buffing things 3/3. Because, like, let's assume that you roll it all the way down and you have 0 gold and you can freeze and buy the next turn. You can't keep rolling because it starts a new one on the next turn. So realistically, you could spend your whole turn buffing a board 10, like 9/9, right? When you get this, like 8/8 or something, and then you lock, and then you could buy the board, or you could just play it, roll 3 times, and double buy and go +3/3. It resets each turn. Yeah, it does, but you could lock it, right? I don't know if it works if you can lock it. I don't even know. It seems bad. I honestly don't think it's very... Lock doesn't work? Okay, you can't even lock it. So you could realistically only buff something like 6/6 or like 5/5, you know? Which is good, but it's not insane. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like very middle of the road. I think it's like a 2.5, probably worse than middle of the road. It seems bad. It's okay because it's a 6/6, but it seems bad to me. Buff Baron? Okay, what... Not every... You don't win the game by buffing Baron. Everyone's like, buff Baron, buff Baron. It doesn't matter. And you have to roll into a Baron within the rolls that you're allotted. Hey, look, it's you, chat. I'm kidding. Where are you guys? You're the loyal henchman. All right. Kurtrus. I think that Kurtrus is a terrible hero. I think he's like a 1, maybe a 1.5. He might be a 1.5. I don't know why people thought he was good early. People were like hyping him up when he was released, and people were performing okay with him. They were getting like top 4s, but I think he's just bad. After you buy a minion, minions in Bob's Tavern have +1/+1 this turn. Wow, that's awful. That's not very good. Xeon calls him good. Yeah, I mean, people have different opinions about things. I have a different playstyle, so his opinion might be more valid than mine, but I'm just giving you mine. I think it's terrible. I think it's a 1. I legitimately don't see how this hero could see play. It's tempo, but it's like not translating the tempo into much. Also, it's after you buy the minion. So you're buying the minion. Okay, so let's say you get this early. You get this on 5 gold. You have 7 gold. You buy a minion, and then the minions in the shop get +1/+1 this turn. And then you buy another minion, and then your turn is over, and you've gotten +1/+1 in value. Not very good. Not very good. Elise was pretty bad when her map got nerfed. I think she's like a 1.5, 2, somewhere in there. She's pretty bad. I actually haven't even played her, so I can't really speak too much to her. I'm not gonna lie, once she got nerfed and I saw the win rate, I just didn't touch her. But she has this thing, Junior Navigator. At the start of your turn, get a recruitment map and reduce the cost of your maps by 1. Wait. That's pretty good, right? Because it keeps reducing it. Is the recruitment map you get on the tier you're at? Yes? Okay, so let's say I am level 4. That sounds like Maiev with extra steps, true. Okay, let's say I'm level 4, and I play Junior Navigator, I get a level 4 map. If I level, that level 4 map is still level 4, right? And I get a level 5 map next turn, I get 1 from my hero power and 1 from this. The stat line's not that bad on it. You don't get the unit for free, you only get it for 2, so it costs you 1. But you get it for free if you wait 1 more turn, but you don't want to wait. Insane. It's not really even economy, because you're not really getting the minion unless you wait. It's like a milker with 1 extra turn. It seems good. I think it's a 3.5. I actually don't think it's insane. Like, the more I think about it, it's like good. but I don't think it's like the absolute nuts, especially when you compare it to really good ones. I'd say it's like 3.5, maybe 4. I don't think it's insane. I know you can hold on to maps, but like, eh. What the hell is this? I don't think I've seen this. Oh, he's in the picture. You can't buff Baron. Yeah, it's a 1. All right, so Silas, I think is okay. I think he gets a decent amount of armor, but without armor, he's probably not very playable. Silas is always just like a worse cookie to me, or like a worse bird. Or he's like on par with bird. I would say Silas is like a 3. He's like very middle of the road. We got Birth. After you buy a minion with a Dark Moon ticket, gain 1 gold this turn only. So it just means that you get the gold. You can do it multiple times. You just get the gold for it. It doesn't retain for the next turn. It's okay, yeah. It's definitely good, but is it good enough? Yeah. It doesn't have a tribe. You have to run a 3/6. You're kind of trying to level aggressively so you can find higher tier drops. Millhouse told us that 2 gold minions are good. Yeah, true. Costs you 1. Let's see. It costs you 1 gold for each minion you buy. So you can get a free minion for 3 gold, but you get 1 gold back. So it's 2 gold per a discover, but you have to roll as well. It seems not that great. It seems good, but not like OP. It seems very balanced. I give it like a 3.5. I don't think it's very good. It's like fine. You can make it golden. You can't read? Wait, what do you mean? After you buy a minion? Why are you never talking about the golden version? I think the golden version is too late in the game. That's why. And I do on some heroes. I'd say you get inevitability, but realistically, a lot of times you're not going to be keeping it. Especially 3 and 4 drops is very hard. I only try to talk about the 2 drop ones. The golden version makes it free, yeah. The golden version makes it free, it's true. You still have to roll though. You get inevitability. You get 2 copies of this, so you don't need to keep this around for the golden version. So you can just sell it and then you can pick it up later, and then that can be your win condition. And you get a bunch of 6 drops, right? 2 board space though. Yeah, but you can just do it for 1 turn and like pop off, you know? Kind of like a Khadgar turn almost. Alright, so we got Illidan. I think Illidan's a little underrated right now, but he's also not that great. 2.5 right now. He's like a 2.5, somewhere around there. The Eclipsion Illidari. Wingman also gives immune while attacking for 1 attack only. The upgraded version is also good. I think that this buddy is nuts. I think the only issue with this buddy is that Acolyte of Cthulhu exists, so you kind of get wrecked. But I think that this is nuts. Does Tarek keep immunity buff? No, I don't think so, because it doesn't have Wingman the next turn. It doesn't keep Wingman, I'm pretty sure. Because otherwise Terragosa would attack immediately if you buffed it. It works even if it dies, which is nuts. Yep, it is. It seems very good, and it seems insane for the late game. I think it's very good. How's it work with Wind Fury? You can break through it with Wind Fury. Isn't this just like a Divine Shield? Yeah, it is. Well, for the first 2 attacks, and then it's not Divine Shield anymore. It's very good. I think this is like a 5 buddy. I actually think it's like a 5 buddy. I think Illidan is going to get carried by this. I think he's going to have a lot of potential. I think he's going to be relevant again. It stacks with Divine Shield, so it's better. Oh, it does stack with Divine Shield. That's true. Oh yeah, that's even better. Very, very good. Yeah, it's a 5. It's insane. Alright, Alakir. Alakir is a hero, middle of the road, very boring hero. I don't like him very much. I'd give him a 3. Spirit of Air. Death Rattle, give a random minion Wind Fury, Divine Shield, and Taunt. I think this thing is terrible. You compare it, you're basically just getting a selfless hero that's like harder to triple. It's not good. And like you don't really want Taunt also on your minion. With Bird it's good. It's still just bad. I mean it's just a bad selfless. I mean it's a good selfless, but also it's your entire buddy. I think it's bad. I'm going to say it's a 2. Guarantee golden selfless late game, yeah, but you have to hold it, otherwise you don't get the golden version. And also you don't really want random taunts. Master Win. I think Master Win's pretty fun. He's a good hero. I give him a 3/5, a 4. Probably like a 4. Yeah, it's 3/5, 4, somewhere in there. We got his buddy, Lay Flamepaw. Power of the Storm offers 3 instead of 2. I actually think that this buddy is way better than the Trash for Treasure one. The stat line is relevant for a 2-star buddy, and also getting 3 options on this hero is way better than Trash for Treasure because you can get Reno or you can get other things like that. So I actually think that this one is way better than the other one. I don't think it's the most insane buddy, but I do think it's good. I would say it's on par with his hero. I think it's like a 3-5 or a 4. It's probably a 3-5. I don't think it's a 4. It's like, it's good. It's not insane. I think this one's way more balanced than the Hooktusk one. Gold is 4 options? Yeah, gold is 4 options. I mean, you're a lot more likely to hit what you want with the hero powers. Like, you know, like a golden version of this is literally double the options, so you can get like George a lot more consistently. You can get all the good ones, right? You can get Ice Block more consistently. It seems good. All right. Oh, this is the last one. Nice. We're done after this. All right. We got Sindigosa. Sindigosa is not a good hero. I think she is terrible. I would give her a 1.5 or a 1. And the buddy is a thawed champion at the end of your turn. Add a random frozen minion from Bob's Tavern to your hand. Af Sharon, thank you for the 19 months. I hope Zeneron is writing all your ratings on a spreadsheet or something. Oh god. I don't know if this is going on YouTube. Honestly, it might be too long. I have no idea. It's whatever Zeneron wants. I don't really care. I just did this because I wanted to stream and I didn't have anything to stream, so. Anyways, at the end of your turn, add a random frozen minion from Bob's Tavern to your hands. 3-drop? Okay, so we have to remember that you can selectively target Sindigosa's hero power, right? So it's basically like you play this, and you can hero power something. It's Maiev. Pretty good. 3 gold per turn. I mean, it's not 3, it's 1, because you sell it. I mean, yeah, it's good, but the base hero is shitty. That's exactly where I'm at. It's good, but the hero is bad. I mean, this is like a 4. It's actually like a 4. It's very good. And then, yeah, it's like a 4, but the hero is too bad. Why is the hero bad? The stats are really irrelevant. And they're relevant in the very early game, but then she falls off. So she's bad on turn 1, she's bad on turn 2. She spikes on turn 3 and barely wins the fight. In turn 4, she loses that fight most of the time. Because a lot of people stay 1 and they have minions that can trade better. So it's pretty bad. Can buff Baron, good. Yeah, can buff Baron. Yeah, so this will still be bad. But not bad. We finished. That was long. That was super long. Oh my god. There is a lot. There's a lot going on. What's my favorite buddy? I think this one will be my favorite. It might not be the very best, but it seems very fun. Which one's the best one? I think Barov's is the best. Kind of boring, but oh, Millhouse as well, yeah. Millhouse, Cookie, Barov. Those are the best. Malagos follow-up, sure. Those are the best. Mishmash is very good, yeah. The worst 3? I mean, the worst 3 are just bad because, like, they're tied to bad heroes. Reno's is pretty bad, but it's not. This one's really bad. Hooktusk is really bad, even if it is a 2-drop. Guff? Oh yeah, Guff's is really bad. You get a free 6-drop, but it's not really free. It's just a 4, it's bad. Cariel? Oh yeah, Cariel's is pretty bad. Cthulhu's is probably terrible. I think Cthulhu is probably the worst hero, one of the worst heroes in the game. Oh, Togwaggle, of course. Togwaggle is the worst. Duh. How do you think they'll nerf or buff just armor value? They have like star tiers, so the pace at which you get it, they could definitely change that. They could change stat lines. There's a lot of ways to balance it if they want to keep the base of it the same. Will the game be faster with the removal of armor? I think they're just removing armor for a bit to try to get data on which ones are strong and which ones are weak, and they'll add armor back as well as nerfing the buddies. I think that's what's gonna happen. When does this go live? It goes live in 2 days. I'll be streaming then. How's Blizzard so bad at balancing all these? I mean, we haven't gotten to play yet. Honestly, I don't think the balance is that off on... Like, on some of them they are. But I don't think it's, like, that bad. Considering they had to come up with new hero powers for literally everything. It seems okay. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. That's pretty fun. Thank you guys for watching. My voice is kind of shot because I talk so much. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna hang out with my wife, so I'm a raider.